Welcome back to Lessons Learned. I'm Sherry and you're watching Finish It Friday, where you see what I've finished this week and some of the things that some of you may have finished. So I had a really productive week this week. I'm so proud of myself. I was so determined. After last week's kind of blah week, this week turned out pretty good. So one unexpected thing that I got finished was my Aqua Squares quilt. This is something I've been working on for a long time, and I'm just using 2-inch squares of scraps and 2-inch squares of aqua of the same fabric line, just the same fabric. So I had some pictures taken outside, so I'm going to put those here so that you can get a little bit better idea of what the whole thing looks like. It's about 60 by 80, so it's a decent sized quilt, and it's nice and heavy with all these seams in here. So I can't wait to get this one quilted up and have it for myself. Aqua is my favorite color, and this is probably going to be one of my favorite quilts ever, and so simple. And some people like to sew squares together as they're working on other projects. I'm not one of those people. I really don't like to do that. I like to concentrate on what I'm doing and not throw in another step to the mix. So it has taken me a while to do it, and I'm already getting excited to start another one. And I don't know what color to make the solid squares this time. This wasn't quite a solid. It was kind of a blender. It has a little bit of texture to it, but I'm going to use 2.5-inch blocks this time. I think I'm done with making 2-inch squares. Those are just so small. I don't know how people do those little 1/2-inch blocks, some of the show quilts, but I think I'm retiring the 2-inch blocks, scrap block save, and I'm just saving the 2.5 and 3.5, 4.5, 5, and on up. But yeah, I have a nice stack of 2.5-inch ones, and I'm going to start that back up again soon. Same thing, just start out with little 4 patches, and then go to 8 and then 16 and then 32 and 64 until you have a nice square block, and then just put all your square blocks together. So yeah, it was 5 of those 64 patches by 6. I think that's what it was, 5 rows by 6. Yes. So yeah, I got that done. It's pretty. And then the horse panel quilt. First, I want to just show you the back. I got this back from the Long Arm, and Mary did a great job on it. This is minky, and you can see that it's just got lots of texture to it. I don't know if you can see the actual quilt pattern in there. I also have more pictures of the front. I'll put those up here as well when I had it hanging outside, but this baby is done. I'm so happy with it, and I hope the recipient is happy with it as well. She's coming to pick it up today. So there it is. Take a good look there, and I hope it's a nice addition to the little girl's room. Other things that I got done this week. Well, I got the landscape, this landscape art quilt, and you can see that I added crows, and I hope that looks kind of natural. There was no way to put them on the branches that looked natural, so I just have one in the distance pecking on the ground, and then one just flying in. You can see his wings up there, and then one flying away in the sunset there. So this is done. I tore up my machine trying to bind it. It is bound. It could use another type of frame or something, or I don't know. I'm not sure what I'll do with this. This was just a big experiment, taking that class at the retreat. I enjoyed it. It's fun. I don't know that I would do art quilting to this extent again. But there it is. Let's see, I wanted to leave that out because I want to leave the board free for you here for a second. And then Wednesday's video, if you haven't seen that, I showed you how to put this together. This is a really quick couple-hour project. A lot of fun. I really like doing these. I would like to do more of these. Maybe put some out on Etsy or something. Very simple. I did the amazing facing on the back. And there it is. Go out and watch that video if you haven't yet. And make yourself a little art quilt. Very, very easy. Now, the other thing, this is Pat Sloan's Block Wednesday that I've been working on. And this, let's see, where's the last block? This is the last block that we did this week, this one right here. And the pattern called for you adding 2 different colors of sashing or borders around each block. And then you had this border, which was half square triangles, and then you put another strip on either side of this. And so far it's all in the same line that I was using, that Elegance by Corinne Weil, and it's okay. It's pretty, but I'm having trouble figuring out how to finish it. So that's why I have over here some things for you to help me with, and I hope you can see this. Now these 3 fabrics are still in this line, and I'm trying to work with what I have left. And I do have plenty of this blue that I could either do another border all the way around or use as a binding. I also have enough of the background to do the same with. Now, border wise, if I was going to do another border, I'd have to go pretty skimpy on this one, but I have plenty of this. I could probably make it 2.5 or so. And then I have this 1 yard piece. Let me take this down and show you what it looks like close up. It's pretty, and it would make a cute border, and I would have to, you know, match this up because it's a directional thing. It would also make a good binding. I have a whole yard of that, so either I could probably make a 2.5 inch border around, and then something else, like I can't do either one of these. Here's my issue. This right here is not from the line, but it has all the colors in it. It has a few deeper colors that this line doesn't have. But I was thinking, what if either I put another border of this in here and then a wide border of this, and then just bind it with this dark blue, or even this. I've got plenty of this. Or I could go right up next to this with this fabric as a wide border. Don't do another border in between, and use this as a binding. This would make an interesting binding, I think. But, you know, it would be light, a light binding. I guess that's okay. So it would look something like that. So let me know in the comments what you think about this. I could do either one of these in a thin border or binding. I could do this in a thin border, and this as a wide or a binding, and this as a wide, as the wide binding. Not binding, border, like a 5 inch. I don't know, I was wanting to get this completed for you today to show you, but I could not get past making that decision. So let me know what you think about it, because I don't know. I just don't know. So what did we get in from you guys? Let's see. I didn't get too many this week, so this might be a short video. Anyway, I did get something in from Dee Dee. She made a baby blanket up out of her head, and here it is. She used purple, pink, and aqua bars, and then moved them every other, and then horizontal and vertical. And then she used some baby fabric, I'm pretty sure that's flannel, as feature blocks with little animals, little baby hands and feet. It's really, really cute. Love the aqua border. And then the backing is another baby type fabric or childlike fabric of pink and aqua or teal unicorns. So that is very cute. Yes, you don't have to have a pattern to do something like that. So especially for a baby quilt, they don't have to be a lot of stars and half square triangles and flying geese and such. The simpler the better, really. The less seams the better. So this is really, really cute, and you did a good job on it. And then the other one that I have for you is from Joy, and she says, this one I just finished for my son. He is a firefighter. This is my first attempt at free motion quilting on the long arm. I really enjoyed it once I got the hang of it. Can't wait to free motion long arm the next one. Good for you, learning how to free motion on the long arm. Looks like you did a great job. This is a nice masculine quilt for your son in shades of tans, creams, and browns. An easy pattern, simple and modern. And I like your background or your backing as well, which is kind of a wheat pattern in browns. I like that. And then the binding is a stripe. Love a stripe binding. Very nice job. And it looks like that is all I have this week. So you guys must be either busy trying to get things done or you're busy with other things. So that's fine. We'll have weeks like that. No pressure, no big deal. But if you would like to send something in, notice the guidelines in the description box, and I will be glad to show your quilt finishes on this episode. Finish It Friday here on Lessons Learned. So I think my sewing machine, my Jazz 2, is going to go into the shop today. And I got my little Janome Quilter's Companion set up in its place so that I can keep things moving while Snow White is in the shop. And yeah, I'm just going to keep on. I still need to do my Happy Days, and I still need to do my Barnstar Sampler blocks for this month. So I'll have those things to do this weekend, as well as maybe I'll get that FPP star finished also. I still have half of it to do, so I can work on that as well. So always plenty to do. Keep plugging at it. Get your projects out as well and do a little sewing this weekend. And then we will be back here on Monday for Monday Quilt Chat and talk about other quilt ideas and things in the quilting world and things that I've been thinking about. And then another mystery video on Wednesday as usual. So have a great weekend. Stay busy, and we'll see you back here very soon. Bye.